Hello everyone, my name is Mandy, and today we are looking for the assessment one, how to solve the problem in the orientation week in UNSW. So this is the content we will following this 8 stage. So firstly, let me do some simple introduction about the orientation week. So orientation week has been an important part of the university management practice for centuries, and most of school around the world see it as a good opportunities for new transfer and international students to integrate well into their chosen institution of study and immerse themselves into a local culture. But because of the COVID, there are many challenges and difficulties for these events. Many students and staff in quarantine or overseas students have unable to participate in these big events, and they might at the risk of missing these important events. So therefore, as a USW take orientation week very seriously, we help to find a breakthrough from the epidemic area or the post-epidemic area to bring the best and most comprehensive orientation experience to a USW student around the world. However, as a student who has been involved in the OWEEK, I hope that through my experience, analysis, and my design, I can make this activity more sensible, thoughtful, and more suitable for the students and teachers around the world to join USW family and build the social bridge. So let's move on the problems we might have in the OWEEK. So about the OWEEK problems analysis, I will be divided into two parts to discuss. Firstly, the online and firstly is the on-campus orientation activities, and the second one should be the online orientation activities. So as you can see, we're now talking, firstly we'll talk about on-campus one. Firstly is no enough notification and sketchy emails arrangements. So as we all know, most students know about OWEEK is notified through the email. So email are the main way and the first way for most students to know about OWEEK. But most of the school's emails are full of a lot of text and boring explanation. So according to the theory of planted behavior, the experience prove that only persuasive and positive message sent via email can improve the exercise behavior. Both type of message influence the attitude and intentions of young people. So email is a very vital part of the OWEEK. So as you can see, these two pictures, I go through the 2021, 2022, the OWEEK information. They all very, very simple and easy email notification. As you can see, the second problem should be the ice-breaking game. The ice-breaking game is too rigid and simple and does not have any effect of the easing the atmosphere. So in the term of my experience, the school organization game were too awkward sometimes because I'm lucky I take part in the 2019 orientation week. And I remember at the time I was told to break into small group and sit around the table and play card games by ourselves. So this was definitely very awkward and torturous than effective as far as students with social fears and the fear of speaking English, because a lot of them, most of them, we are not the English speaker. So this is a very big problem for us, because you can see that down there are secret guard, the activity like a short board games or the speed friending, they all sometimes it's very awkward for the people. So let's move on the second one, the online one. So you can see the online features are not perfect and the information is not comprehensive about as I researched the 2021 OWEEK mail only provide online Zoom meeting in form of as a general as online class. As even you can see, if you want to click a link, sometimes it can't open it. So there's also a kind of problem. So this second one should be the different time zone, the the time differences between countries and the delay in the internet cause online students around the world to unable to participate in OWEEK on time. So we talk about so many things about the problem. So now we figure out what's the stakeholders and users. So when I go through our school website, I can find an hour-long videos. It's talking about the international student welcome. So in here, explain in detail the various organization of the school and the clubs and societies that might help to the students. So I think we can take inspiration from these videos and combine the strengths and characteristics of each different clubs and department to work together and better serve with student orientation. So let's move on the user persona. So for the user persona, I choose one of my friends has come into Sydney for almost 7 years from the high school. So during this period, he has attended many OWEEK. He gave me a lot of inspiration and comments about the OWEEK. So what he said is really persuasive. So for sake of time, I just go through it. Move on, how might we do? Because we have already talked about a lot of problems and stakeholders. Now, what can we do? So firstly, we should increase the students' interest in OWEEK through the detailed and persuasive emails. Second one, establishing an effective student community ahead of time better allows classmates to get to know each other first. For example, our Chinese students have the WeChat group, and all the Chinese students can take part in it to discuss all of these things. So you can see. And then the third one should be the original icebreaker game can be better integrated into group, rejecting the traditional game of model of math and awkward things. So let's move on math. So now we need to find a way to copy with these problems and use these insights to make a further research about how to solve this problem. So the first things I say is, firstly, in order to attract the students' interest and make them pay attention to it, we should create a theme project and using situational interest design. The findings support the definition of the psychologically interest states as situational interest. The theory clarifies the interest. The theory adopts the perspective of person in the situation. For example, we could create a theme day, a theme for different parts of OWEEK. Just schedule different activity or games each day around a specific theme. For example, day 1 could be an ethic theme. Day 2, the yellow t-shirt tool could be the yellow dress code, and everybody can dress the yellow close to matching the activity. So creating a visual attractive scene can be better attract attention and interest of the audience. And the second one should be the effective and persuasive content of the email theory. And the theory will be used the email marketing response process. So as we know, effective email message with specific activity outline allows the readers read the better and faster to get the information they need. So reorganize the layout of the email to add visual image and persuasive content, such as a daily schedule of events, and click on the link to inform students of the OWEEK daily schedule in form of maybe like an online ebook or something. It's much easier to get them and present the content to the students. So lastly, conclusion. Above all, we analyze the problems of UNSW OWEEK and analyze the drawbacks of events of several perspectives. Finally, we start with the reformatting the email and special scenarios of emails. So all the things we do is to attract the students' attention to create a memorable entry ceremony of them. So thank you, that's all.